What is happening, beautiful people? It's your boy DJ Reminisce, Punjabi Music Geek, and I'm back with another album review and another episode of Backspin. Today we're going to be talking about a very special album by one of my favorite bands of all time, B21's By Public Demand. This is one iconic album. We're talking about that boy band of Jassi Sidhu, Bally Jagpal, and Bhota Jagpal. They came together and created this monstrous sophomore album, which was unbelievable. How good was it? Let's find out. By Public Demand was a 6-song album, all produced by Bhota Jagpal. You had your lead singer Jassi Sidhu, and then you had Bally Jagpal to fill in all the in-betweens. When this album came out, man, it caused nothing but a shitstorm. B21. Those of you who don't know, B21 is a postal code in England. These three boys from Birmingham got together, created this album, and they probably had no idea how big it was going to be. This album had multiple classics, and every song pretty much was a hit. First record off this album was an absolute monster, Chandigarh. We all know this song, you all heard it at parties, it's self-explanatory. This is one of the biggest Punjabi songs ever produced and ever released. Right after that, we get into one of the biggest wedding songs of all time, Dior da Viah. I mean, just those first two records on their own, wow. Right off the bat, bang bang. The next record is Chittiyan Kapadiyan, which, believe it or not, is one of my favorite records on the album. It's got a really cool, fun-loving vibe, and I love the way Jassi worked the vocals. Track number 4 is more of a velo vibe, Kortete, and we always talk about vibe and flow of an album. I am so glad this song is number 4, because I tell you, if this song was number 2 or 3, it would have totally changed the listening experience. You got 3 bangers in a row, then you got this slow song. For me, was the perfect place for it. Number 5, another big record, Din Raat, fast tempo, high energy record. And finally, track number 6, which is one of my favorite B21 records of all time. Definitely a classic, Us Kudi Ne Dil Luttiya, and I'm talking about Put Sardar Anda. I love this song, man. When this record came out, there was not one party I didn't play this song on. I gotta give a big shout out to Bhota Jagpal, who was a mastermind behind the sound of this album. This is one of the best sounding Punjabi albums you'll ever hear, period. Every record was on point. The production was sublime. I love how everything on this was a thought process. The lyrics, the musical content, the way the production was done, the way the singing was done. The album's got flow from start to finish. You got Jassi, the main man, singing the vocals, and you got the other guys filling in his backgrounds. Speaking of vocals, let's talk about how good Jassi is. Jassi Sidhu on this album, man, absolutely smashed it. When we talk about Punjabi music, especially in the UK, prior to this, there's a certain style, a certain sound, a certain way of doing things. But Jassi came in and totally flipped the script and switched it around, went 180 degrees, and gave you this. Instead of the hoi hois, you got oh yes. I love how Jassi brought an R&B flavor to every record he sang on this song. Honestly, there was nothing traditional about it. These are guys that are born and bred in the UK, influenced by stuff around them, like reggae, hip-hop, R&B, and they brought that right into their music and right into this album. Alright fam, it's time for my verdict. Obviously, this record is a 5 out of 5. I can hand on heart say this is one of the best Punjabi albums ever released, period. If you were stuck on an island and you can only have one album to listen to, which one would it be? Folks, for me, it would be this, B21's By Public Demand. I love every song on this album. I still listen to this album today, from start to finish, no skips. The thing about this album you gotta understand, man, this was the dawn of a new era. This is the album that killed the bands. This was the nail in the coffin from the band era coming into the boy band era. This one album alone created some superstars. Not only is this album fantastic to listen to, it's a game-changing album. It's iconic, history-making. I know these are very bold words for me, but it's the truth. If you're like me and love Punjabi music, this is one album you have to have in your collection. The trio of Bhota, Bally, and Jassi, this was something special, and they gave you something special. And it's only fair that you take it, you keep it, and you share it with everybody else. We can talk about who's this, who's that, who's the GOAT, but I can tell you for sure, this album is a GOAT album. Hope you guys enjoyed today's review. If you want to see more reviews just like this, please click on this guy. And guys, please do me a huge favor. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way more people got access to this. Again, I'm just trying to showcase Punjabi music for everyone around the world. Until next time, folks, I'm boy DJ Reminisce. Peace out.